I'm doing a video on the importance of trail maintenance, or maintaining your trail rig.
You know, the number one rule is pick the right trail rig.
Oh, you're going to say that right now because you're working on my rusty BB right now.
Or what you do to your rig after you go on the trail.
After you should bring it in, wash it off, because mud hides stuff.
Get the mud out of your wheels, oh my word. There has been many a time there's like, and you're like, the problem with just leaving it there and then you get a little booty shake is that you're going to annihilate all your wheel bearings in there and your U-joints and everything.
And then you crawl underneath and make sure that first look at the stuff that you know is broken to fix it, and then just go through it, re-grease everything, because water gets in everywhere, especially when you're going through water this deep. Yeah, funny when your headlights underneath the water. Then you got to go through and unplug all the electrical plug-ins inside your engine compartment, blow them out, put new dial-up grease in them, and plug them all back in, and hope the check engine light goes off. Not yet. Check all your fluids. Pull your dipstick. Make sure there isn't old water in there. That one actually had water in the power steering fluid, so we drained it, flushed it, put new power steering fluid in it. Yeah. If you know you didn't lift your differential and transmission breather lines, and you know you went over top of them, check the fluid in all your differentials.
Okay, so this test is basically you take a temp sensor and very carefully take some alligator clips and clip on the back end of it. You're going to click on the bump. And as this is cooling down, you'll notice the thing is going. Anyway,
like a really good
so
logo.
as we just warmed this thing up. So as
Can you tell me what this thing is?
this is the actual thermistor that's within any temp sensor. Alright? So basically, as it warms up, it's going to have less resistance as it warms up. That's the beautiful thing about thermistors. So, or it's just a variable sort of resistance. So anyways, now as this thing is cooling down, because it's probably scorching hot, you're noticing on our ohm meter that the resistance is gaining as it's cooling off. So, I have deducted that this sensor is perfectly fine.
Crystal, why do you not buy crappy springs?
Well, see, the problem is that if you come and take a look on the inside of the Jeep, they had bottomed out. If you notice here, this is all bent in. That is from the sway bar. Oops. Not to mention that it had bottomed out my shock, and if you look at this one, it looks a little wet right there. That's because it's leaking. And if you look at them, they are completely different sizes now, and there's probably only about maybe 1,500 kilometers on them. So don't buy cruddy shock springs, because lots of stuff can happen when you do that. Now, when you don't pay attention to your clutch, actually no, I knew about the clutch, I just procrastinated. So this little pile of awesome is the release bearing, and this is as many of the little ball bearings I can find. Clearly, we do not have enough to fill that. Oops. Now, to keep going with this is the clutch. And if you notice here, she's a little flat. That's not good. Also, be careful, this stuff is not very good for you. Might contain asbestos, but probably doesn't. And then this is the pressure plate side of things here. And we've got a little bit of heat treatment there that is really, really bad, but all things considered, like minus the heat scoring, this is actually not that bad because the fins are nice and equal and there's no cracking or nothing involved. So that wasn't too bad. Now, onto the flywheel. So, water over here. Hi, baby. This is the flywheel. And we gotta turn it over. Oh, no, this side. So you see, we have super shiny right here, plus some nice, beautiful scoring, but there is quite an indentation. This is where the clutch is hitting, and the clutch has thoroughly gone into and eaten my flywheel. So, this sucks. And now we're working on one of the transmission cross members that holds it all up. We gotta try to figure out how to get a bolt out because it totally broke off when I took off the cross member. It's oops. Yeah, very oops. That's not one to break off because you want to have all four of them, three of them, no good. And that's easy. In a nutshell, right now, it has no transmission. The engine is just sitting there all pouty, but at least now, with all of my rust holes and everything, and you know what is even funny? There's still mud in it. After how many cleanings and how many times I've gone in there and tried to fish out all the mud, there is still mud in it. No, oh, that one's actually empty for a change. Oh. Oh. And we'll keep going.
Crystal, because what's your, you know?
It could be because of Crystal's theory of go hard and deep.
Which is why there's mud from
different areas of the province.
yes,
Riding along with BB.
Yes.
Bad
Trail damage.
That's iceberg damage. Iceberg damage.
Iceberg, right away!
You're looking at the Titanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't sink though.
Almost.
Almost.
What?
Trying to turn your Jeep YJ into a submarine. You spend the whole next day getting all the water out of all the joints. It's a Jeep ducky. It can take it.
What do you think?
More important.
Can Jeeps take what we put it through? Of course they can. Look at coffee spiller.
Sometimes the people get scared and they get out of the Jeep.
Although he did admit to me that he was pooping his pants.
I wasn't pooping my pants. I was nervous. It was my Jeep, but it was okay because there was safety involved because there was a winch line hooked not to one, but both very secure tow points in the back of my Jeep.
So wash your Jeep, check your fluids, fix anything that's broken. Every single time you go out on the trail. Coffee spiller did not look like this yesterday. It was covered in mud. And now it's clean. This is just yesterday. Alright, thank you for joining us. Mudbudzwheelin out.
$2. Sorry, that's just cool.
When you drop a tool at Nate, you have to pay
$2.
$2.
Yeah.